The Ritz-Carlton Naples in Florida is a hotbed of pastry talent. Not unusual given the demands of the big hotel. The pastry chef is Todd Johnson, a CIA graduate who worked in Fort Myers and Clearwater before joining the Ritz-Carlton staff. His dessert is chocolate mousse with ginger creme brulee. The two key elements in this multi-layered dessert are a chocolate mousse and ginger banana creme brulee. The brulee is started by poaching some sliced ginger. Then sliced bananas go into heavy cream. The cream is warmed and infused with the banana.
I'm going to add the ginger.
The slices were obviously drained.
And let this begin to heat. In the meantime, I can combine my sugar and egg yolks. And I want to be softening my gelatin at this point also, which is what is going to bind this brulee up. It's not going to be baked in the oven as a traditional creme brulee. Rather, it's going to have a small amount of gelatin, and then it's going to be molded and frozen, and that's going to be inside the interior of the chocolate mousse. So the cold will keep it together. You'll see it's going to be very liquid when I put it into the form. Now, after infusing, I'm going to return this to a boil. I'm going to add a bit of my cream to the yolks and sugar.
This is called tempering, gradually bringing the yolks to temperature.
Then I'm going to return the yolks and sugar back to the pan and continue cooking it to 181 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it's very important that I stir constantly and monitor the temperature that I don't overcook this.
Note the chef's use of a probe thermometer.
And when I reach the required temperature, I'm going to remove it from the heat and continue to stir it quickly so that I don't have the opportunity to curdle the eggs. I'm going to let it cool just a bit. Then I need to remove my ginger before I puree it.
Before pureeing, a softened gelatin sheet is added.
You'll see when that hits the warmth, it's going to dissolve immediately.
Using a stick processor, the chef purees the bananas with the brulee mixture. The mixture is forced through a fine mesh sieve, then piped into FlexiPan molds. Freeze for at least 2 hours or until the brulee is solid. The method used for the chocolate mousse is similar to that used with the brulee. Milk, not cream, is heated just to boiling. Egg yolks and sugar are combined, then tempered with the hot liquid, and then returned to the pan.
Milk back on the fire. And when my yolk mixture is nice and smooth, I'm going to return that to the heat. And then I'm going to stir continuously till this reaches a temperature of 181 Fahrenheit or 83 degrees Celsius.
Again, using a probe thermometer, the yolk mixture is thickened.
See that it's becoming thicker. Now I've reached my temperature. I want to get it off the fire immediately and pour it into the chocolate.
This is chopped milk chocolate.
I'm going to go ahead and whisk that in and get the chocolate melting.
Essentially, the chef is developing a ganache. The ganache is finished with a stick processor, then heavy cream whipped to soft peaks is added.
Just going to add 100% of the cream and whisk it right in.
FlexiPan molds are then filled 2/3 of the way with the mousse mixture. Then the frozen brulee is added.
Here's my frozen brulee. I'm going to pop them out. I'm going to push this in.
The base of the dome is a baked coconut meringue disc called biscuit. The brulee is covered with more chocolate mousse. The biscuit base goes on.
Lay them in place. Just press it down gently.
Freeze for at least 4 hours. The frozen dome is sprayed with a cocoa butter chocolate mixture. Then presentation begins with pineapple slices that were macerated for 5 days in a witch's brew of water, lemon, orange juice, rum, star anise, cinnamon, vanilla bean, cloves, saffron, sugar, and jalapeno pepper.
Sprayed timbal in the center.
Pieces of fresh raspberry garnish.
This is some of my poaching liquid. Just going to drizzle around on the plate. And you could garnish this any way you desire. Going to use a little chocolate. Some chocolate tuile. Try that again.